Greetings, Phandroids. I am Chris Chavez, your host this evening. Now, today we're going to be taking a look at the HTC Thunderbolt. I know a lot of people probably just have dismissed the phone as being just another Evo, but on Verizon. Although I wouldn't say that's entirely inaccurate, it does have a couple of things that set it apart from its Evo brethren. If you're thinking to yourself, I've already seen a million Thunderbolt review videos on the internet, and I know there's a plethora of them out there. Mine's going to be a little bit different simply because I try not to go over too many of the mundane features. You can find those online anywhere, but I'm just going to kind of cover my experiences with the phone and some of the stuff that I've noticed for the about 3 weeks or so that I've had this phone. So sit back and take this journey with me as we explore the beauty and raw power of HTC's Thunderbolt. Alright, let's get this little mini review started. To the left, you can see I have the HTC Evo with its incredibly tiny kickstand. And then to the right, we have the HTC Thunderbolt. So I don't really want to make this a dogfight per se video. I am on Sprint, so of course I'm going to make the natural comparison between the two. So let's get the Evo out of here and talk a little bit more about the Thunderbolt. Okay, so first thing I just want to kind of go over is the aesthetics of the phone. You can see here it's got this very nice like rounded feel to it. The sides are made out of an aluminum or some type of metal, magnesium alloy or something. I'm not really sure exactly what it's made out of, but it's nice, hard, some type of metal. The volume rocker is made out of metal, and when coming from something like the Evo with its plastic parts, like the volume rocker here, the plastic siding, it just kind of sucks because one of the problems is out of nowhere you'll just develop a crack either by the volume rocker or up here by the power. I actually have a slight crack. You might not be able to see that on screen. Kind of right there. And then also down by the volume as well. And it's just kind of frustrating because if it wasn't made out of plastic, we actually wouldn't be having that problem at all. Now back to the Thunderbolt. The volume, or the speaker, the earpiece, is actually not so much indented, and it's kind of cool because if you get lint in there, if you're always keeping your phone in your pocket, and you can develop a lot of lint and stuff in these little areas here. My Evo, for instance, it has gets buildup and junk in there. I've seen some other people's Evos, and they have all kinds of nasty, crusty stuff going on in there, and it's almost impossible to clean out. Even with the Q-tip, you're just kind of pushing it in through the grill and possibly messing up the volume on the earpiece. Who really knows? But again, loving the whole new design of the Thunderbolt. One of the coolest things about it is it does have a microphone on top. It has dual microphones and one on the bottom. This is for you to talk in. This is the one to cancel out noise and just help people hear you clear. And I have to say, it does work pretty well. One of the weird things about it is just the whole gap that it has right here. I kind of liked the styling more when it was on the HD7. The HD7 had a gap here and at the top. And it had like some kind of aluminum grill there as well, and it just looked a lot better, like it was kind of floating between the two, and I don't know, I like the look on that a lot better. Totally functional kickstand. I can't say enough about it. I think it's one of the coolest things about the phone. I don't know what these little holes are back here. Like blowholes or something? I would say that's a speaker, but it's not, because the speaker is located underneath the kickstand, which is a kind of a weird move, seeing how most of the time you're holding the phone and listening to stuff, it's going to have the kickstand closed, and it does kind of muffle the sound. But the sound on this speaker totally blows the Evo out of the water. Loud, clear, crisp. You can blast it up to full volume and no distortion whatsoever. Back to the kickstand, totally works no matter what. It takes a lot to kind of knock it over. I can pretty much put this on anything, no matter what surface, and it's going to be stable no matter what. And if you've seen my old Evo video, you would know that this kickstand is barely functional. Had it been up here and it was a little bit longer, it would have been working fine, but I mean on soft surfaces or just about anywhere, always falling over. This one, the kickstand is so amazing that if you knock the phone over, it just flips back up again into portrait mode. Speaking of which, the kickstand can be used in portrait mode, which I think is pretty awesome. Not so good on the soft surfaces here, but oh, look at that. Again, amazing, amazing kickstand. Okay, so now that we're kind of done talking about the aesthetics of the phone and just the overall, I guess, outside hardware, we'll talk a little bit about the internals. It's got the 2nd gen Snapdragon, and I have to say, I don't know if it's a 2nd gen Snapdragon or the fact that it's running the new Sense 2.1 or the new version of Sense, but buttery smooth, definitely moving at, I wouldn't say 60 frames per second, but definitely up there, maybe 48 frames per second or 50. Not really too sure exactly, but the 2nd gen Snapdragon just feels snappy, smooth, precise, and it just does all the right stuff. One of the coolest things about the phone is the fact that it is running a new version of Sense, and you have the cards here, and you can kind of move them to where you want and move the home screens and stuff. So just adding a little more functionality. I like where Sense is taking it. You also have this little, the most recently used apps that you have up there. I think it would be a million times better if HTC would just make it so those would be some quick toggle settings like you see on CyanogenMod or MIUI or something. Or even on TouchWiz. When you have toggle settings, it's just so much easier to just quickly toggle between your settings. Okay, so now before I go too much into HTC Sense or whatever, I just want to show you guys the awesome new camera this thing has. It's kind of hard to explain the way it does it, but basically it takes a picture just like the Evo used to, and everything looks kind of washed out, especially if you're using the LED flash. But one of the cool things about it is, wow, that's really clear. I'm that close. Is that really happening? Okay, so the camera's awesome. I don't know if they're using a new lens with it or whatever, but the software also is amazing. So after you take a picture and it's all washed out, whatever, immediately it will use some kind of software type stuff to just basically make the image look a whole lot better. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about here. If I'm trying to take a picture of my hand right here, and let's put flash always on. So if you guys saw for a minute there or for a second, it was all washed out, and then all of a sudden it changes into a very nice, amazing look to it. Let's take a look at my thumb. Go. So you see how for a second it flashes and, ew, is that a hang? Oh, that's gross. Flashes for a second, takes the picture, then alters the image into something a little more easier to see, and it's awesome. The camera is just absolutely amazing on here. And one of the cool things too is the fact that you have the little magic wand down here, and you can change the effects to and see them in real time. So with other phones and stuff, I know there's other camera apps and whatnot, but this one's cool because whoa, the distortion effect, and then you can like do like some type of soft focus on something and make it look just really cool. That's amazing. Again, took the picture. Yeah, you saw that, right? Right? I'm not the only one. So the camera on this phone is almost what totally sold me. A totally amazing camera, totally amazing software. I'm not sure if that we'll see something similar if the Evo ever gets updated to this version of Sense. I really hope it is just an HTC Sense thing on the software side, and an update would actually fix the camera and make stuff look a little bit better on the Evo. Not really too sure, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. The screen is also pretty amazingly bright and wonderful. It has a super LCD screen, so colors like green and reds and stuff are just so vibrant and beautiful. And I actually prefer this a lot better than, say, the AMOLED display that you'll see on Samsung's phones. Simply because, I don't want to get too technical, but it has a Pentel Matrix display, and technically speaking, it only shows greens in full 480 by 800 resolution, and reds and blues, I believe, are a lot lower resolution. Ew, there's a bug over there. That's disgusting. Ew. Gross. Gross. Yeah, really, the camera doesn't really do it justice. The screen is just a lot more vibrant and stuff's going to be kind of hard because I'm not running Sense on this one, but contrast ratio, totally amazing. Let me go ahead and open up the market and you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. The greens, I think, should come up. Okay, so I don't think, I guess it is kind of showing up on camera, but kind of a lime green, weirdish. This is more of a bright, awesome green. Is that a real type of green? Awesome green? Of course, one of the biggest selling points about this phone is definitely the fact that it does run off of Verizon's remarkable network and their 4G LTE. With all the new dual core phones and stuff that are coming out just in a couple of months and stuff, I know a lot of people are saying, well, it's not a dual core phone, and if you just wait, a couple more months, then I mean, it really doesn't matter. If you have somebody like a girl, or maybe like your parents that don't really know much about technology, and they're like, why should I get the Thunderbolt? I mean, what is it, all that or what? I definitely think 4G is probably a lot better for the end user experience than even a dual core would be. If you just think about it, the only time you're ever waiting for anything on your phone is when you're waiting for an app to download, or you're trying to send out a picture message, or you open up the browser and you're waiting for a page to load. When you're on 4G, basically all those times that you would be waiting are just going to be a whole lot faster. So a single core, or the second gen single core Snapdragon, is definitely no slouch. You can pretty much open up anything and it just happens instantaneous. So again, dual core, really? I don't know. Oh yeah, another huge selling point about this phone, or a reason, I mean, to get it above others, is the fact that it does come with a whopping 32 gig memory card. That's totally unheard of, especially from HTC. They tend to skimp when it comes to memory cards. Pretty much every single phone that comes out, they always give you an 8 gigabyte. I know Motorola is kind of cool with it because they'll at least give you a 16 gig. But again, 32 gigs, if you even try to search that on Amazon, I mean, you probably won't find anything less than $70. Walk into your local Best Buy and you're going to be charged like $130 and your firstborn child. One more thing that I wanted to show you about Sense, and it's probably one of the coolest features that I've seen so far, is you have your normal gallery here, and you have the sliders to go to Facebook, Flickr, that we've all seen with some of the other Sense. But if you go down here to the very end, it has connected media, and you can browse movies, pictures, and stuff that are on your computer, and music, and stream them onto your phone using your Wi-Fi connection. So if I go here, it's connected to my Windows Media Player. I can actually go to all videos, and I will be able to stream something onto my phone. So let's see if I open up this one. 1080p it won't do, but 720p videos and stuff, it does awesome. So this is a 720p video. Don't judge me, guys. Don't judge me. Another cool thing, the SRS sound, it has some sort of a new, I don't know if it's hardware or software, but SRS sound, it sounds a lot better when you have that on. Audio effects off, kind of flat. Pretty awesome, right? So, I mean, I can just be chilling on the toilet and watching, a cool music video, or if I have a movie or something downloaded to my computer, I can just stream it onto... Oh, who's this guy? Oh, sexy beast. Hey, what's up, Doc? Anyways, awesome, awesome. The coolest feature, also DLNA support. So if your TV has DLNA built into it, you can stream stuff from your phone onto your TV directly. Again, totally awesome. Sense kicking it up another notch, and I'm totally loving them for it. One of the criticisms I have heard about this phone is the fact that when you are on Verizon's 4G LTE, of course, download speeds are going to be like quadrupled. And they might be faster than even your home internet, but that will put a lot of wear on the battery. People say you barely get 4 to 5 hours if you're connected to Verizon's 4G, and I mean that's kind of reality you have to live with. I'm used to it with my Evo, but upon rooting it and putting a custom ROM, I do get a lot better battery life. So something definitely to consider if you do purchase a Thunderbolt. And as always, like I did with my Evo, you definitely need to stock up. Go online, buy some cheap Chinese batteries for like 10 bucks, and stock up on batteries so that you're always juiced up no matter where you go. But yeah, with the 2nd gen Snapdragon, super LCD screen, dual microphones, amazing kickstand, the best camera I have ever seen. I definitely love the Thunderbolt, and I would totally recommend anyone that is on Verizon to get it. You really can't do any wrong, and I think no matter who you are, you're going to be happy with this phone. Okay, so that was my review on the HTC Thunderbolt on Verizon. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the Phandroid YouTube channel. Also, you can follow me at GamerCore on Twitter. And if you're feeling extra friendly, you can also be my friend on Facebook. That's facebook.com/GamerCore. As always, don't forget to leave comments down below, either on the YouTube page or Phandroid. Either way, I'd like to hear what you guys have to say and think. If you have a Thunderbolt, I would love to hear feedback from you. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.